everyone, it's Neha with College Shortcuts, where we help students find their passion, build their personality, and help to package and pitch them in the college process, getting them accepted into their dream school every single day. I'm so excited today because I want to talk to you a little bit about how millennials prepare for college. Now, many of you may not remember during the time of when millennials were growing up, but it was 1981 to 1996. Those were the years that millennials were born. This was the time during Oregon Trail when you died of dysentery. This was during DOS system. This was during Netscape Navigator. This was during all the old times when your textbook only went up to the fact that we just started cloning goats or ponies or whatever else we were doing with Dolly. So think about and kind of like take a moment to think back to during that time, because these were students that grew up with Encyclopedia Britannicas and did book reports on paper, versus now they do it on PowerPoint and iMovie. So you've got to understand, let's overlay the college admissions process now versus then, okay? So I'm going to talk about then because I am a millennial, and I know so many of you always wonder, like, what was it like when I applied? And I will tell you, my parents sent me to a top private school because they felt like education was our golden ticket as kids that were here as first generation. And my dad went to IIT. I'm sure many of you know that. In terms of like what school that is, it's harder than Harvard if you don't know that detail. So they were super nerds, and they put me in everything from Bharatanatyam, tabla practice, to Hindi classes, to Chinmay Mission Temple, to you name it, I was in it. And it was all about shuffling us back and forth to all these activities. And then when it came to sophomore and junior year, I was doing SAT practice like 5 to 6 hours a week for 8 months straight, because they didn't know what exactly I needed to really prepare and do well on that test. So it was definitely a time of a lot of screaming in my house and a lot of stress. And I think one of the main reasons why I've created this company, College Shortcuts, is because I just feel like for any other student that's going through this college admissions process, there are easier ways to do this. And that's why I created the shortcut around making sure that you have those secrets and that expertise so that your family doesn't go down the rabbit hole of doing this incorrect, feeling stress, anxiety, feeling unsure if you're doing it right. And that's what it felt like as a millennial, and for many millennials, because college consulting wasn't as big then. Today there's 4 million students applying. More people have college degrees than ever before. There's international students now vying for the same spots. So there's a lot of competition. And one of the big things most people don't realize is that the Common App had barely come out during the millennial time, versus now everything's done online. And so that means people are applying to many more schools than ever before per student. So I wanted to do this quick video just so you understood how different it was even just 15, 20 years ago in the college admissions process versus today, and why every millennial and every parent says, if I applied to that college today, there's no way I would have gotten in. So I hope you understand that it was very different back then versus now, and that's why college consulting is making all the difference. So I hope you've understood how millennials are preparing for college and really understand the differences of what's been happening just in the last 20 to 30 years in this industry. If you've got questions for your child, getting the help they need, the guidance, students that are really understanding, the process can make all the difference between an acceptance letter and a rejection letter. Don't hesitate to put a comment below or ask a question, or if you want to book a call with us, go straight to collegeshortcuts.com. I can't wait to hear from you. Again, this is Neha Gupta, founder of College Shortcuts. Hope you have an awesome day.